Hello everyone, this is Jay, and today we're going to talk about Windows Firewall rules and which rules we need for the clients and for the SCCM server itself. So I have logged on to the domain controller. So the rules that you can make the rules on a client if it's in a test environment, or if you're working in a real scenario, so you have to make a group policy. So what I'm going to do is I have already made a group policy, and I'm going to show you guys where I have made it and how I linked it. I have opened the group policy management, and from server manager, from tools, I went to group policy management, and in group policy management, in the forest, in domains, my domain, and then I extended up to the computers. And what I did is on the computers OU, I right click and I create a GPU and link it here, and I named it SCCM client push install. So that's the group policy. And then after that, I right click, edit, and I edit it for computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, and in Windows security, and then in security Windows Firewall advanced, I go for computer configuration, Windows Firewall, inbound rules. See the rules that I have already created. So I'm going to show you which rules I have created, and also there's a Microsoft documentation. Should be, the link is in the description. You can have a look in the documentation what Microsoft says about creating these rules. With the inbound rules, you right click, create new rule, and predefined, you select file and print sharing, next, and check all of them, and next, allow, and finish. And because I have already added, and the next one is new rule, predefined, WMI is here, next, check, next, allow, finish. I have already added that one as well. And the another rule that I have added is allow SCCM control. So that one is port TCP port 2701. Okay, so what I did, right click, new rule, port, next, TCP 2701, next, allow the connection, next. I checked for the domain only because it's a domain joined machine, and then I finished it. So these are the rules that I have added in the inbound rules. Okay, and in outbound rules, I have added file and print sharing. Okay, and I have also added remote port 10123. Okay, if you click right click, new rule, same thing, predefined, file and printer sharing, next, check all of these ones, next, allow connection, finish. Okay, and for the SCCM client notification, right click, new rule, port, next, TCP, and the port number is 10123. I'll double check. Yeah, 10123. Port, next, TCP 10123, next, allow, next. I unchecked these, only checked domain, and next, just name it and finish. Okay, so I've got the file sharing here, I've got the client notification here, and in inbound I have WMI and file print sharing, and then another SCCM remote control port number 2701 for TCP. Okay, and you can add these firewall rules manually on the computer firewall as well. Okay, in the same way. Now what I'm going to do is, if we check in our Active Directory and in computers, I've got PC01. I have already connected to my PC01, which is this 50. Yep. So what I did is I did a GP update, and then I checked firewall rules, inbound rules, allow SCCM, and it has received the changes. Allow SCCM client notification, and so it's good to go. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add few rules on our SCCM server. Okay, open Windows Firewall in your SCCM server, and in inbound rules I have added allow SQL server. So what I did, I right click, new rule, port, next, and ports that I added 1433 and 4022. Okay, and next, allow, next, profile for everything, next, and name it, finish. Okay, I'm gonna double check the port numbers, 1433 and 4022, that's right. And same thing I did for outbound rules as well. Right click, new rule, port, next, 1433, 4022, next, allow connection, next, and I allowed everything, next, and name, and finish. Alright, now we have opened the ports, but the first question comes into my mind, why we have opened these ports. Alright, I'm gonna break it down why we have opened these ports. The first port that we have opened is the bunch of ports which are predefined file and print sharing. Inbound and outbound, we have opened both. So the inbound and outbound, why we have opened the both, so that client can go back to the server, to SCCM, and talk and access the files, or the server SCCM can write onto the client and put files. Alright, and the second one is WMI, inbound only. We have configured that port. That port is for Microsoft to it's a set of specifications from Microsoft, and it manages the devices and applications on the network. Alright, now 10123 outbound TCP only. So that port will be used by management point. Okay, that port is not mandatory, but it's good idea to open that port. If that port is not available, management point will use port 80 or will use port 443, whichever is preferred. Okay, I think in our case we are running in a lab environment, we haven't configured HTTPS. If we do not open that port, it will use port 80. And the last one is 2701 inbound TCP only. So that port will be used for remote controlling the device. Okay, so in the next video, and that is it for today, in the next video we're going to look at how to install the client. We can install client in many ways, and we'll talk about that. Alright, see you guys in the next video.